Hey, what's going on YouTube? I thought I'd share it to you guys on how I got this garden tractor, Simplicity Landlord 101. So you saw my finger there. About a year and a half ago, I was at my neighbor's. I was helping them put a car engine in at my old neighbor's. I moved in the past year or two. Years, sorry. And I saw this. I was sitting in the back, and I had my friend over, and he was looking at it. I wasn't really interested in it quite yet, because I already had another garden tractor I was working on at home, and that's long gone. That's a white that I was working on, and he was talking about making a mudding tractor and all that, and tricking out be a pulling tractor, putting car tires, everything on it. And to me, I really don't like doing that. If it's an old tractor, I don't like turning it into something like a pulling tractor or anything like that. I don't like doing that. And this one kind of spoke to me, saying, basically, save me from my friend turning into a pulling tractor. And my friend's a cheap ass, so he told my neighbor $50 for it, and my neighbor said, hell no. And I didn't know anything about these tractors at the time, so I really didn't know anything about them. Oh, what was that? And so I thought $100 was a good deal for it. I didn't know I think these things go a lot more for $100 now, non-running. But it was non-running. It was sitting for about 20 years in this shed, and I took it home, straight across the road from me. I lived in an old farm, so straight across the road, and I basically got it running in about 2 months. It took me a while because first it needed a coil, so I got that. It needed a new battery, but that's common, and it needed new points, so then I had to rebuild the carb, and then it ran, and then yeah, it's been a good tractor ever since. It starts up pretty easy. Starts up pretty easy. I have no real problems with it. Hydro lift leaks a little, as you can see on my shop floor. Big ass pool of hydraulic oil with kitty litter mixed in there. I gotta get new, I think O-rings for the pump and all that, for the valves and everything. But yeah, get some new ones. It probably worked then. My neighbor told me when he had it, it leaked a little always, but I think it's gotten a little worse over time. I think the rings are just dried out in there. Things I had to replace. I had to replace a key and the ignition, because the original one was frozen, and I tried pulling out and I broke the key off, and then basically got rid of this one, and I got a new one. I picked this up on eBay without the key, and then I found a key from my buddy, and then I replaced the push button because one of my friends snapped off the bolt that holds the positive cable to the battery. Basically, things are made out of the bolt was made out of copper on them, so yeah, this snapped off. Had to redid all the wiring. Wiring's pretty well shot. Ice chewed it, whatever. New cables. These things are thick compared to the old ones. Add lights to it, and a light bar. That's pretty much it that I added. Oh yeah, a drive belt, and that's it. But everything else is original paint. Everything else, I kind of took like some, what's it called, steel wool, and I took steel wool and got all this rust crap off here. And it's really smooth. Still got all the white paint. I try cleaning it as best as I can, but there's only so much you can clean up on these things. I tried saving this hydro lift decal, so I went around that. I'm probably gonna have the guys from Simple Tractors decals from their decal site that they have on Simple Tractors. I'll probably ask them to remake one of these. I don't see them for decals. I see the full hydraulic lift, but I want the hydro lift like that to be period correct when I restore it. underneath here. This whole thing, the whole transmission was greasy and all that, and had grime in there, so I took some engine degreaser, sprayed the whole thing down, and cleaned it up. And I think all the grease removed the paint. There's still some left on there, but most of it's gone. Same with the hydro lift, it's chipping and all that. The backside's even worse. I think it's got some words or something on the backside, I can't tell. Pump is still kind of good in there on paint. It's just through gear pretty well. Take it out of gear. First, reverse, second, third. It's just through gear well. I have no problems other than leaky hydro lift. That's fixable. Yeah, you can tell down here grease is getting really, or all the hydraulic all the hydraulic oil is getting in there. In between the engine and everything. Kind of see in there, it's all full of hydraulic oil. Yeah. And then I guess I can say what attachments came with it. Came with a spring tooth, 7-point spring tooth, all that. Came with a 3-way 42-inch what's it called, snow and dirt blade. And I think these are for the 700 series, because this got the simplicity sticker for like the earlier series, like the early 60s, late 50s, but yeah, they had the 700s back in the 50s, late 50s. And then this 3-belt blower. I do have a couple of questions about these things. I had mine running, and I was blowing snow, and basically the snow will only go, it would start hitting this, it wouldn't be going flying, it should go like at least 10 or 15 feet. It's going less than a foot, if not. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know if it's because of the size of the sprocket on here. It's got the original sprocket, but I don't know. Just go. The speed seems fine, but it could go faster. It looks like the auger's turning a little slower than it should be. And I got off the engine full throttle on the simplicity, so I don't know if you guys can tell me what's going on. If I should get a smaller sprocket, I might do that. Belts are all, I got new pulleys and belts here, and these are the same size belts and pulleys that were on it original. When I first got it, this thing was sitting out side face down, and the belts, the belts and the pulleys, the belts got stiff and stuck to the pulleys, and the pulleys seized up, so I couldn't really use them anymore, and they rusted out, so we had to get new ones. And then I think this is the original one down in here. That's original, and the one that goes to the engine. But if you guys tell me what's going on with that, be appreciated. And then I got the mower deck, which is out in the back, so I really don't want to show that, but you guys see mower decks. Here's the original, stupid thing. Here's the original tires. I'm probably gonna see if I can repurpose these. I got a tube for one, and the other one I'm probably gonna just fix the flat in it, because there's not a big gaping hole in one, and there's a one in the other one. So, yeah. Yeah. Futures for this tractor is probably next year I'm going to restore it, repaint it. This year I'm going to rebuild the engine and probably the transmission gearbox. And that's probably it for this year, and then restore it next year. Look really nice when it's restored. Probably make a video when that's done and all that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave your comments on how I can fix that snowblower. If not, I'm probably just going to get a single stage. Hope you guys enjoyed.